Alrighty, so we're back with another video. We're not doing the Twins. You already know that by the title and the thumbnail. But I do have a rebuild out for you guys tomorrow. If you guys want to see that, make sure you hit the like button. Yes, hit it down below. That's all I ask you guys. Hit the like button. You guys absolutely smashed it on yesterday's video. Let's see if we can beat yesterday's likes. So today, we're doing the MLB.com underrated team. Someone tweeted this to me, and I saw the graphic, and I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. So we're going to be doing MLB's underrated team, see how they compete with the rest of the league, and let's just see how it's, it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content, and of course, get in the comment section, tell me some underrated players that you think deserve a little bit more praise in the MLB community. So again, this is MLB.com's team. This is not my opinion. If you guys want to see my opinion in maybe another video, let me know down below. But there were a couple additions that I had to make just to fill out the pitching rotation and also the bullpen. So I guess it is a little bit of my own version, but we're gonna be taking a look at it. Let's hop into this roster. Let's see what it looks like, and we're gonna start with the starting pitchers. The one that they had listed was German Marquez of the Rockies, and I've been on the Marquez hype train. I think he's been one of those underrated pitchers. Maybe he needs a change of scenery. Maybe, he just doesn't really have it, and we've kind of seen his prime. But I think Marquez is a pretty solid pitcher. I don't need J-Hap. But these are the other four that I added on top of this. And we've got Kenta Maeda. We got Brandon Woodruff. I think the Brewers pitching staff is slept on a little bit. I know I always make fun of the NL Central being a pretty weak division, but there are some strong elements to every team. I just feel like all those teams are missing elements. You know what I mean? Like, they may be strong pitchers or they may have strong hitters, but then they're missing the other side of the game that you need. So that's why I make fun of the Central a lot, because there's not a lot of complete teams in that division. So Brandon Woodruff, though, the Brewers pitching staff is really strong. I could have added Corbin Burns. In the bullpen, there's definitely other pitchers. Josh Hader, Devin Williams, both got, they're pretty well recognized now. So I wouldn't say they're underrated, but I feel like some of the starters on the Brewers staff definitely underrated. Hyunjin Ryu, I think, has been underrated a lot. Obviously moved to Toronto now, so he's not really in the limelight. But even with the Dodgers, yeah, he battled injuries, but when he pitched well, man, that guy was nasty. And obviously it's tough to say, when he's healthy, but Ryu has always been a really strong pitcher, and I think he's been a little bit underrated. And this is a guy that I think is underrated just because he's not been in the league long enough, but the dude is nasty. Zach Gallen. Ooh, he's going to be a stud. Yeah, the Diamondbacks suck, but this guy's underrated. That's probably why a lot of people aren't paying attention to him. Let's hop into the bullpen now. The guy that MLB mentioned was Yusmeiro Petit, which, again, if you look at some of his stats, he's been pretty consistent for the last few years. I mean, last 3 years, those are great numbers. Great numbers. And of course, 2020 is really tough to base a player off of, the shortened season. But let's see how it goes. You got Jake Diekman, one of those lefty specialists. Doesn't do too well in franchise, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about real life. Alex Colomé has been one of the most consistent relievers in baseball for quite some time. You've got Tanner Rainey, Scott Barlow. I think him and Stallmont are going to be really good relievers for the Royals. And I think it was last year that we really got to see Barlow. Been roughed up a little bit in 2019, but I think 2020 started really putting it together, and his stuff is electric. And then this guy was just kind of got his first taste of the majors in 2020, but he looked really solid. TJ Anton of the Reds. He was more of like a fifth starter, sixth starter, long reliever type pitcher, but I mean, what we saw, he looked pretty good. I was like, man, the Reds may have found a little diamond in the rough there. I really liked his stuff. And then one more pitcher is Richard Rodriguez of the Pirates. He's one of those guys that I usually pick up in franchise, along with, who's the other one for the Pirates that I always forget about that I pick up in franchise, but we're not talking Edgar Santana. But Richard Rodriguez has been super consistent. I think it's for the last 2-ish years. So I mean, yeah, last 2 years. And I'm pretty sure 2020 he was okay as well. I haven't really looked into it, but Richard Rodriguez I think has been a little bit underrated last couple of seasons. So for the bench, I kind of left it alone. I didn't really touch it because I wanted to see what you guys would think, see what you guys had to say, and then maybe we could add them to a bench. But let's talk about the starter that MLB The Show, or not MLB The Show, take that back. Let's talk about the starter that MLB mentioned for the underrated team. Christian Vasquez, the catcher, obviously, of the Red Sox. I could get behind that. You know, catcher's kind of a weak position. There aren't too many, like, really good catchers out there right now. So, you know, Christian Vasquez, I think, is a little bit slept on for sure. He isn't obviously producing, like, electric numbers, you know, but he's 290, 276 are okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad for sure. Brandon Belt of the Giants has been a player that you know, he just gets on base. Like, that's really what it is. He may not have the best average, but you know what? He's consistent. I'd give it to him. You know, there's some other players that you could definitely put at first base, but MLB put him there. At second base, they didn't list anybody, so let's get rid of this guy. Actually, they did list somebody. I'll get to that in a second. Third base, they put Rafael Devers of the Red Sox. I could get behind this. I think Devers, you know, had a decent 2020. I think this guy's on the up and the up, so I can see why they put him at third base. I added Renato Nunez. We've got David Fletcher. That's who they had at second base. David Fletcher, man. Dude knows how to get on base. Plays pretty good defense. I can see why they would throw him at second base. Paul DeJong at short had a rough 2020. And I think this guy has all the tools to become an elite shortstop. I think he just can't find the consistency with the bat. And that's what's holding him back for me. And I can see why a lot of people kind of lost the hype on him. The dude either hits really, really well for a really good streak of time and then falls off. Basically, that's really all it is. I don't know why I said he either. The guy is such a streaky hitter, and it hurts him so much. He just can't find the consistency with the bat, but the glove is nasty. The glove is so good. There's a lot of good shortstops in baseball, so I can see why, you know, some people are still overlooking Paul DeJong. But let me tell you, shortstop is a super deep position in baseball. Left field, they put Adam Duvall as their outfielder. The dude knows how to hit home runs. He plays a pretty good left field, third base. I mean, the dude's got a good glove. Definitely underrated. Aaron Hicks, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there were definitely a couple other options you could have gone with in the outfield over Aaron Hicks. And then in right field, they put Nicholas Castellanos, which the dude knows how to hit. And I don't understand how he's really underrated because people really rate his bat. It's the glove that always hold him back. So maybe that's why people are sleeping on him. But I don't know. I don't really understand this one. I feel like there's a lot of other outfielders that you could really add instead of Nicholas Castellanos. So when you put the whole roster together, this is what we're working with. Obviously, we have Marquez as the MLB website's like pick of the most underrated, but we threw the other guys in as well. And then we have Petit here with the rest of the guys that I threw in also. So that's the underrated squad there. And then when you look at the lineup, here we go. This is what we're working with. Everybody's a starter. These guys are just players that the Twins already had that I just left on the bench because I didn't want to get too involved. The only one that I did get involved with was Renato Nunez because they didn't pick a DH. That was it. That was the only reason why I chose that one. Unless they did pick a DH and I missed it. And then that's an oversight on my part. So let me go see if they did take a DH. Okay, I'm looking at it now. They did not. So we're going to hop into it. Obviously, the graphic was on the screen at one point. I'll probably put it on at this point so you guys can see it. But yeah, let's hop into it. I want to see where we're ranked as a team. 6th. It probably does help that I did pick some pretty decent players. Well, let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we can win a World Series with this team. The underrated squad takes over. Let's see how it goes. All right, so the season's over. We are 104-58. Accidentally skipped the notification saying we made the postseason. We had a team ERA of 3.45 and a team average of 2.63. We're ranked 5th, so I think we went up one spot. And I mean, the White Sox did really well. The Astros did well. Okay. What is every team just unbelievable this year? What is going on with this sim? It's insane. Okay. Let's take a look at the league leaders. We had none, but I guess it'd be interesting to see around the league who did well, who did poorly, things like that. Doubles. Okay. Triples, 10 for George Springer. Really? 48 and 51. 51 home runs for Gurriel. We do have award winners, which is good to see. Just a Gold Glove and a Delivery Man of the Year. Stanton. That's the first time I've seen, or not the first time, but it's been a while since I've seen Stanton at the top of the MVP charts. And looking at other awards, you got Jansen, Colome. Man, we didn't really have anything else. So here we go. Let's see how this all played out. So TJ Anton, just not good in franchise, apparently. Maybe, underrated, but maybe not in the show. You know, maybe they just don't like him in the show. Jake Diekman, solid pitcher. Richard Rodriguez, lights out. Love to see it. You got Petit, who's always good. Tanner Rainey, again, another really strong arm. Scott Barlow and Alex Colomé. Woof. I mean, that is a strong looking bullpen right there. Talk about just never let a runner on besides TJ Anton. That was really about it. And then you look at the starters. Maeda, Woodruff, Zach Gallen, Hyunjin Ryu, and Ron Marquez. I mean, everybody was insane. I'm not worried about the bench. We're not even going to look at that. David Fletcher, solid season. Same thing with Renato Nunez. I mean, the dude hits home runs. Same thing with Brandon Belt. He's a goon. Adam Duvall. Okay. Nicholas Castellanos. Are pretty disappointing numbers there for Castellanos and Devers. Really? What's going on there? Paul DeYoung, solid. Aaron Hicks wasn't too bad. You know what? I feel like a lot of people are writing on this year and these 2 years, which I don't know. Dude's battled injuries, and on top of that, you know, I just feel like he's consistent, but he's not really been like, I don't know. I'm just not really sold on the whole underrated thing for Aaron Hicks. And then Christian Vasquez, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times when people are doing these underrated or like top 10 player like lists or top 100 or whatever it is, a lot of people weigh it very, very heavily on the previous year. Like, man, this guy hit 25 home runs and has never hit more than 3 in a season. Well, that maybe that's why. Maybe he just had a really good year and has fallen off. It's kind of like Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien's one of those guys that I always hint back to where, yeah, he's had one really good year, but if you look at his kind of career averages, you know, he's more like a 260, 270 hitter with like a 750 OPS type thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'm too hung up on it, things like that. But you know what? I want to know your underrated players. And if you guys want to see my underrated players in the future, let me know down below. Also hit that like button. That'll be another clear indication of you guys wanting to see my underrated team. So here we go. Zach Gallen taking the mound. Well, we're 0-2 to the Yankees. They've got Corey Kluber on the mound. We take an early 3-0 lead. Love to see it. Love it. Maybe we're just going to thrash Kluber here. And at the same time, the Yankees lineup is nasty, so they could always come back from a 4-0 game for sure. What do we got? 4-1? I mean, that's pretty good. I'll take it. Zach Gallen's wheeling and dealing. Come on. Get us out of this. Get us out of this. I mean, it's only the 5th inning. I feel like this game has been going on for so long, and I've been trying to move it quickly. I'm 6-1. I think Zach Gallen's got this in the bag. 8 innings, just 1-run ball. I'm not going to get greedy here. I was thinking about just letting him pitch. Okay, Petit, what's going on here, bud? Got a little dicey at the end there. I didn't like that. So let's hop into the next one. Ryu's going to take the mound. Boom. You love to see that. I mean, just talk about a strong pitching staff. Strong pitching staff. We're going to let the same guys take the lineup. Jameson Taillon, huge pickup for the Yankees. I think Taillon's going to be really good. I think he needed a change of scenery. He can stay healthy. He's going to be a really solid arm for the Yankees. I think that's been the big thing. The Pirates just don't know how to develop pitching. Every time it seems like a player leaves the Pirates, they just go on to be a lot stronger. So I'm just saying, maybe Pittsburgh's got to do something. They need like a change of something. Like it just doesn't really work well with Pittsburgh. All right, things are getting a little dicey here. I'm worried too much about Pittsburgh at this point, and not enough about the fact that we're only up 1 run after being up 4. That's not good. That's not good at all. So can we score some more runs, please? Richard Rodriguez, can you give me another inning? Runner was thrown out. Okay, maybe you can't give me another inning. Please get out. Please get out. Thank you. 9th inning. Let's extend our lead. Or not. You know, that's cool too. No, we're good. We're going to let Colomé shut the door. Man, that second base runner reached, and I got a little nervous. I ain't going to lie. I'm kind of a little nervous there. I thought we were about to blow it. All right, final game. What do we got here? Maeda on the mound or Marquez? Let's go Maeda. I have faith. I have faith in him. Can he get us the win? That was not the best start, but that's a good one right there. Brandon Belt giving us a 1-0 lead. Double play. That was big there. And then Devers leads off the inning with the home run. Up 2-0. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Love to see it. Luke Voigt, calm down, bud. No. Gio, no. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me. Now the tides are turning. I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing that at all. Oh, no. All right, we got to take my 8 out. We're going to go to... Let's go Yusmero. See how he does. Gets us out of that situation. The Yankees made quite a few moves from what I'm seeing. Their team's a little bit different than normal. Well, you got Yolmer. Like Jay Bruce. I know they signed in real life. And then Reese McGuire. What's going on with this situation? Bases loaded, no outs. What's going on with this situation? 1 run scores, a sac fly. Now we're down 3. I hate seeing this. Buxton, I forgot they had Buxton because I took Aaron Hicks from them, so I replaced it with Buxton. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm worried about the fact that we're down 3 in the 9th inning of an elimination game with Chad Green taking the mound. So we get a single. I'll take that. Then, Nicholas Castellanos. And then we just strike out to lose the game. Just 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Why? Why does this happen? Someone let me know in the comment section, how many videos has it been since I've won a World Series? Because I know I've won one somewhat recently, but I feel like it's been a while and I might lose my mind. You know, you can already see the hair starting to like mad scientist vibes going on since it's been so long. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, if you want to see a rebuild tomorrow, hit that like button down below. Let's try to aim and beat yesterday's like total. I think it was around 800. Let's see if we can beat that one. And of course, if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the content, hit that like button. No, subscribe. See, I'm losing my mind already. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and in the comment section, let me know that underrated player in baseball that deserves more credit. That's about it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.